The soil doesn't ask for a name when the rain settles deep in the cracks of the clay. It just holds the weight of the boots and the rusted remains of a different day. I saw the old hills turning gray, where the limestone breaks under the cold. There is a silence in heritage that never quite learns how to be told. We talk about lines on a map like they're etched in the veins of the palm, but the wind doesn't care for the fences or the flags in the center of calm. I am tracing the grain of the wood on a porch that has weathered the frost, counting the things we have kept and the names that were quietly lost. It is the anchor beneath the dark water, the pull of the tide on the shore, not the brass or the polished parade or the thunder that settles the score. It is the breathing of giants in winter, the salt in the bread that we share, a ghost in the marrow of history, a presence that hangs in the air. The factory whistle is broken, but the shadows still punching at night, building a kingdom of iron on a flickering glimmer of light. We are stitched to the fabric of seasons by the sweat and the dust on the glass, watching the ghosts of our fathers dissolve as the heavy months pass. There is no glory in hollow, shouting no truth in a gilded display, just the hum of the wire in the distance and the red in the dying of day. I find it in corners of kitchens and the way that the river bends wide, a quiet belonging that doesn't need somewhere to hide. It is the anchor beneath the dark water, the pull of the tide on the shore, not the brass or the polished parade or the thunder that settles the score. It is the breathing of giants in winter, the salt in the bread that we share, a ghost in the marrow of history, a presence that hangs in the air. Scrape away the paint and the lacquer, find the bone underneath the design. There's a knot in the road that connects your horizon to mine. It is heavier than pride and it is deeper than any regret. The only debt that we owe is the one we have the shore. Not the brass or the polished parade or the thunder